Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how Disney Channel really doesn't do live action programs no more in terms of like sitcoms. So, a few days ago, I put out a video saying how Disney Channel has canceled pretty much every diverse show they've ever created. And so when I stopped and I was making that video, and as I was recording it and stuff, I started thinking in my head, wait, hold up. I'm thinking that's pretty much every live action show they've had in the past year or two and stuff. So after doing some looking and everything, they currently don't have any ongoing, like running, like live action shows except for two. Bunked is one, and it's been canceled, but they have an extended 22 episodes now. So after those 22 episodes in, that's the end of Bunk. So technically Bunk is canceled. And then there is Villains of Valley View, which has not been confirmed for a third season, and most likely it probably won't, because the last episode that aired was in December of 2023, and normally the show comes out in June, and June has already passed. Now, a good possibility is the writer and actor strike probably screwed that up, but there's been no announcement whatsoever. So honestly, since it's been a very long time, I don't see that show getting renewed. And there's probably another reason why it won't get renewed. It probably has to do with the lead actress. There was a post she made on like Instagram like a year ago or so. Basically, not being too grateful for having a job. Let's just put it like that. Basically, in a post she did on Instagram, said like how in a million years she never would have thought she would have been on Disney Channel, because she likes doing theatrical plays and she likes doing shows that actually has some meaning to it, that challenge her as an actress. But she's grateful to be in the homes of millions and have a new audience and blah 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 blah. Basically, she's saying that Disney Channel is beneath her. That's basically what she's saying, because she's talking about, it doesn't challenge you because it's just a wacky like show she's on and stuff like that. Most likely Disney Channel has probably like saw that post and was not happy, because you know how they are. Plus, she likes to post not provocative type of pictures, but some of her pictures are a little risque because she's actually an adult playing a teenager. And you know how Disney is about that. So most likely they saw the post about her dissing them and wasn't all that thrilled and everything like that. Like, you don't say stuff like that when you're currently on the show. But so far that has not been renewed, and most likely, like I said before, it probably will be canceled and stuff. And and those are the only two current like live action shows there are. There aren't that many animated shows. There are a good, probably 8 or so. And it's kind of odd that there isn't that many live action sitcoms on Disney Channel. That was like the main moving force of Disney Channel for over 2 decades now. And they have some really good programs and some really crappy ones too. And of course, Disney Channel live action comedies have changed over time. So I remember the good old Zoog Disney days of like Even Stevens and Lizzie McGuire and So Weird. And then I remember the more like female-led, wackier shows like Hannah Montana, Wizards, Sunny with a Chance, Jessie, stuff like that. Then in the newer stuff, they kind of had like a combination of both, but tried to be more diverse with Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion, Saturdays, Pretty Freaking Scary, and then they acquired some other dramas like that of The Secrets of Sulphur Place and that Secret Society, the Benedicts, whatever it was called. I forget the name of that. The Mysterious Society. I forget the name of it, but it was a pretty cool show. So they tried to do different things. And like I said before, all those shows got canceled and stuff. Now they do got some new upcoming stuff. They got Wizards Beyond Waverly Place that that Justin-led spinoff, which nobody asked for a Justin solo series when Justin was one of the most hated characters on that show and everything. But David Henry isn't really doing much nowadays, so he jumped at the chance. And of course, Ravenholm got canceled, and Disney has like partnered with Raven Simone and to make multiple like television shows and stuff like that. And so most likely there would be some new live action stuff with that. It would probably be some diverse stuff. But we all know the reason why she's still partnered with Disney. Nobody really wants her when you stop and think about it. Like, her acting career is pretty much like dead in the water because like her range isn't very far. Now, she's a good actress, don't get me wrong. But she's made way too many controversial statements, especially about race, especially about black people, which she is. And she has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, especially when she was on The View. Like comparing people to animals and just all kind of other stupid stuff she said on The View, to the point where no network really wants her. I mean, she tried to, have like more an adult comedy show that got canceled after one season. And then after that, she like was on The View, and then she left The View because they pretty much just didn't want her no more. And then she went back to Disney Channel because Disney Channel is really the only like, network that will like just like want her. Because, her shows were really popular and stuff. And so since no other like adult network want her, so Disney like, okay, whatever, we'll take you. And she's even tried to clarify some of those racial comments she's made in the past. But that was like so long ago, and here she is trying to clarify it now because she realizes that she doesn't want to do Disney Channel for the rest of her life. That's a kid's network and everything. She wants to do more mature stuff, but nobody wants her behind. So now she's trying to like, oh, this is what I really meant when I made like certain comments about black people and other stuff. But like, look, man, we all know how you feel about black folks. It's over, it's done, and no network won't show behind. So Disney Channel's like, all right, we'll make a couple of shows with you, and we'll keep you relevant and stuff like that. But like, the damage was done, and because those comments she made about race and black people, and she's black herself, made absolutely no sense. So it pissed people off, so nobody wants to work with her. And that's why you gotta be careful what you say in Hollywood and stuff. You can have your opinion, but when they're biased and everything and forms of bigotry, then nobody want to work with you and stuff. And so what could be the cause for all these Disney live action sitcoms to like just go away? Because literally the only one that's currently having episodes pop out weekly is Bunked and everything. Because like I said, the Villains one, nobody knows what the deal with the renewal of that or cancellation of that is. And I honestly believe it's a couple of factors. One main factor is streaming. Streaming has killed broadcast TV. First, it was reality TV that started killing scripted shows, but now it's streaming and everything. Streaming is weird. It's both a good thing, a blessing, and a curse. You get to watch a lot of older programs and some newer stuff, but they keep hiking up the prices and canceling things you like. Like, really, what is the point? Like HBO Max, like, you subscribe to them to watch all their content from the channels they acquire and everything and the networks they acquire, but they don't post everything that those networks had and stuff. Like, so far, what's that show called? The Legion of Superheroes has never been on HBO Max, yet it was a DC cartoon and everything. That new Batman show they licensed that to Amazon Prime, and they canceled so many things, and the current stuff they have now is not no good. So what's the point in really like having it, But streaming is a main problem for why there aren't that many live action Disney Channel shows. Because pretty much now all these kids can just go to whatever streaming site they want and watch current stuff and older stuff. Like say Disney Plus, for example. Every Disney Channel show they have automatically goes to Disney Plus. Like, I don't know the time span, but it's up there pretty fast. Like, pretty much when the season is over with or like halfway through the season. And sometimes they will air a good couple of episodes on Disney Plus first before it even reaches that of Disney Channel. That's what they did with Secrets of Sulphur Springs. Like, the first couple of episodes were on Disney Plus, then all of a sudden it was on Disney Channel. So why in the world are you gonna wait to watch it on broadcast TV with commercials when you can just watch it on streaming the first couple of episodes, and then weekly, they'll like drop on Disney Channel then, or then the whole season might go up on Disney Plus once the season is over with. It's like they haven't figured that out, kind of like with their live action movies. They're in the theater, they give it about 4 weeks, and then it's on Disney Plus. Or 2 weeks sometimes at the most if it doesn't do that good. And that's really hurting a lot of like live action stuff and like movies and TV shows. You can just wait for it to be on streaming and pay that price and stuff. And like another reason is kids. Like kids, because of streaming, they don't really watch TV no more. Think about it. There's no more Fox Kids. There's no more WB Kids. There's no more ABC Saturday mornings no more. There's no more NBC teen whatever they had, like with like Saved by the Bell and stuff like that. Cartoon Network, I don't know what the heck is going on with them, but a lot of this stuff isn't what it used to be. A lot of people are saying that Teen Titans Go kind of killed that Cartoon Network because now everybody's trying to be like them with the art style and humor. I don't know if one show could be responsible for the downfall of it. I know they started having live action crap and nobody wanted to see that over a decade ago. So if it's called Cartoon Network, why you got live action stuff? But needless to say, a lot of their cartoons are not in the glory days of when I used to watch, like Friday nights and stuff, like Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, like all those good shows. They don't make stuff like that no more. So a lot of kids just don't really watch broadcast TV no more. They feel it's a drag because they're so used to streaming. It's like they have to wait every week for like, their show to come out. They have commercials and it may or may not be that good. Whereas opposed to streaming, you can just skip whatever episode you don't like and then watch the ones you do. Sometimes they all drop at the same day. And if your parents aren't cheap, then there are no ads and everything. Streaming has really ruined the playing field of broadcast TV, and it's even ruined that of like kids programming. Plus a lot of kids nowadays, they're on YouTube and everything. They're watching pirated uploaded episodes of stuff they like. They're watching review videos. They're watching silly goofy videos of adults acting silly and goofy. They're watching, like my cousins who are young, they watch some guy playing video games and acting a fool commentary wise. And I'm all like, why in the world are you watching that for? They're like, well, he's funny and blah, blah. But then he starts saying like curse words and stuff. And it's like, whoa, you ain't supposed to be watching that stuff. And so, yeah. Kids' momentum has been mainly like internet wise and stuff when it comes to watching content that they like. And Disney Channel is slowly dying when it comes to that live action stuff because just broadcast TV is just not appealing no more. Honestly, I can't even tell you the last real broadcast television show I've watched, and I'm a grown man and everything. I'll watch like the news, which is new for me because I didn't used to watch the news in the past, but now I watch like the world news, and that's really about it. Like if Superman and Lois wasn't on the CW, I would not even be watching that and stuff. The last show I can think of that I watch is probably Ghost, and that's on CBS. And then before that, it was Stargirl on the CW. Other than that, I don't watch what they have because a lot of this stuff don't seem interesting and it's just gonna go to streaming. So I'll just wait till it goes to streaming and everything. Plus, I don't like a lot of the newer stuff that's out now and I just watch DVDs whenever I have a chance to watch DVDs. But when I do watch streaming, I'm watching older stuff I used to like because a lot of the newer stuff sucks. And another reason why their live action programming on Disney Channel is going away, they don't give things time to cook. The what is it? So freaking scary. Like I said, I only watched one episode and it was okay and everything. I wanted to watch the rest of the show. Now I know it got canceled. Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion was a pretty cool show on Disney Channel. And not only did they not give it time to grow an audience, but they canceled it after one season because it didn't have the viewership and the ratings that they wanted. So they canceled it. Then they pulled it from Disney Plus. So now you can't watch it, period. And it's just like, they didn't give it time to breathe and grow an audience and everything. That is so stupid because now they're just in the now. They want certain numbers. They want certain views. They want certain rankings and stuff. And TV did not used to work that way. They used to give things time. So really these big executives and like these networks are just they're another reason why there isn't as much content as they used to be on TV. They got it stuck in their head that everything needs to have like over like 500 million views or I can't remember. What is it? Not is it ratings, viewership, something on TV. I forget what broadcast TV is so ancient to me right now. I can't even think of what the name of the thing is that they was looking for when they renew stuff and stuff. But all this stuff is just killing television. And it's shocking not to see live action shows that are current on Disney Channel. They are having Jessie reruns and Raven's Home. But Raven's Home is still current, so that makes sense for reruns. But Jessie, that's shocking right there because Jessie was back in the day. But Jessie was such a good show, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that makes sense for them to have reruns, but why aren't they rerunning other stuff that used to be really good? And there was something else. Bunked. So it's like not everything that's Disney goes on Disney Plus. Bunked has never been on Disney Plus. For some reason, that is stuck over at Netflix with their old deal, and for whatever reason, Netflix just won't give it up. Maybe it's really popular over there. Bunked is a pretty good show and everything, and they don't want to give it up. And so it's it's sad. It's really sad. Cause I started watching Disney Channel when I was in the 11th or 12th grade and everything. I was like 17, 18. I'm much older now and stuff. And it's live action programming was the dominant force on Disney Channel more so than the animation stuff because I didn't watch the animation stuff. Like I said this before, when my first year of college, when I was a freshman, like at 18 years old, I went walking through the dorms and people was watching stuff on Disney Channel. They was watching Lizzie McGuire. They was watching Even Steven. I was shocked and surprised. I'm like, aren't we supposed to be adults and not watch this kiddie stuff? I'm like, hey man, what's good for the goose is good for the gander and everything. So I'm like, I don't have to give it up. I can still watch my programs and stuff, And Disney live action comedy shows on Disney Channel really shaped the way Disney Channel is. It's one of the reasons why they have such stern rules over there, why a lot of their stars can't do stuff, and why a lot of their stars act out and get in trouble with the law after they leave Disney Channel because they're so strict and stern and everything. And these young people, they did not vet them and then realize that, hey, they're troublemakers and stuff. But you know, Disney really made a brand off their Disney Channel shows. Purity rings, fashion, music. They tried to make every live action star into a singer and everything. They've made multiple, like, you know, originally Disney Channel movies and stuff. They've had books, video games, like, you know, all kind of stuff based on like these teeny bopper little stars, and it was a huge driving force. And now it's pretty much dead and everything. Like, what if, like, you know, that Selena Gomez, like, Justin spinoff thing, because she's the one who created the show. And so what if that like spinoff don't do well and they get canceled? What if all those projects that Raven Simone is gonna create, what if they don't do well and everything, you know? Like, what are they gonna do? You know, because now they're no longer wanting to make original stuff. They no longer want to make diverse stuff, and they no longer want to give it time to build an audience. So it's like they're gonna be dead in the water, but you know, they're probably gonna create more stuff for Disney Plus exclusive. But even their stuff isn't doing good. Disney Plus is doing bad, man. I've said this before. Nearly every Disney Plus project that's live action that does not have nothing to do with Star Wars or Marvel ends up getting canceled. And, you know, a lot of their adult programming stuff is just getting canceled left and right. And a lot of their Star Wars Disney stuff is not very good, and a lot of those don't get extra seasons. So what the heck are they doing? Like, Disney really needs to stop and think about how they're gonna go forward, because something clearly is not working there. And no, it has nothing to do with diversity and nothing to do with wokeness. That's just something created by like all these evil trolls on the internet that are white and angry and think they're getting replaced by people of color and LGBT and women and everything. Because when you stop and think about it, Kevin Costner just came out with some movie, I forget what it's called, and it bombed. And it's not a woke movie, it's a main white lead in a white cast, and it still bombed. So therefore wokeness has nothing to do with it. Fall Guy, it bombed, it had a white cast. Mad Max Furiosa, whatever that's called, that had a white cast, it bombed. So wokeness has nothing to do with it, diversity has nothing to do with it. All those people on the internet that complain about wokeness, they're just bigots that like want you to hate people of color, LGBT, and women, because they want to be the driving force of everything like they used to be in the past. And that's just how that is. And then when they do have their projects, they still bomb. So, but yeah, Disney Channel really needs to stop and think about it, because it's weird that how all of their live action stuff is canceled. Well, we still don't know about villains, but I think it is. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.